Hey guys, so here we go with NEO versus US dollar, and these are the one-day candles. It seems very much we are probably very close from a bottom. This doesn't mean it's time to buy it. You have to remember this, guys, not because something it's not good for sale, it doesn't mean it becomes a good buy immediately. It doesn't mean it's going to start pumping and mooning from here. It can stay in these lows with some volatility, you know, from between, let's say, $52 down to $40, you know, between $50 and $40. It can be stuck here for a year, 2 years, we just don't know. So it's not a good buy, but it's not a sell either. So this coin has lost all opportunities to make money, like, because before you could make money shorting. Here you could make money going long. Here you could make money going short. Right now it's not time. You know, NEO versus the US dollar is not a chart that you can trade. It's not worth trading short because it's obviously very close, too close from the floor. And it's not worth going long because it's still in a downtrend. It's still below moving averages. It didn't even consolidate yet. So this coin is not to be touched right now. I want to remind you guys what I said about NEO the 2nd of February. I made this video. Please watch. Not looking great, guys. So if we start to close below the 50-day moving average, my target is all the way down here for $67, and don't ever think it's not possible. Don't ever think this is too low, because it's very possible, guys, that we go all the way down here. So the price was here when I made that video. The 50-week moving average did not hold, and it reached the target perfectly at $67, as you can see here. It bounced hard. I remember specifically when it was bouncing here, it was, I remember this candle that you see here that now it's red. It's like it has the wick down and up, and it's only a little bit of red in the middle. I remember this candle when it was all the way up in green, how people were calling for moons and Lambos. And I made I don't think I made a video, but I shared this for premium members. Actually, I have the image here. And I said, I don't own any NEO, but if I did, I would be taking profits from 120 to 140. When this was going up and everybody was calling for moons and Lambos, it was very obvious. If you've seen a bear market before, it's very obvious that after this type of pattern here, which I talked in that video, the 2nd of February as well, I talked about this pattern, and I talk about this pattern all the time anyways. This is the perfect market top when you have, you know, the last explosive movement, breakdown, return to normal, but it doesn't, you know, we cannot make it to the previous all-time high, and then it crashes violently again. That's the end, guys. That is like 80-90%. That was the top, and this is only another bull trap, which is perfect. It gives you the opportunity to exit there. If you didn't do it, exiting at the very top is almost impossible, because no one knows where the top is until you have these signals, right? Until you see the patterns. But after you've seen this, and this is the last opportunity. Is a great opportunity. You have to sell. And I said 120 to 140, I would be selling. And where did we go? We went to, well, the top was 140. So, you know, ideally you would have been selling or shorting at 120 at these levels. Now we had all this time. I don't think I reviewed this chart again since then, but since then we've gone down almost 70% since this last peak here. So this was a great opportunity to short this market, but of course many people didn't do it, because everybody, you know, everybody's calling for, you know, buy the dips, and you know, we're still bullish. We were not. So it's a shame that people is losing all this, is missing all this opportunity to make money on the downside, but whatever, you know. And now we got to the point where we are probably very near the bottom, and if we are not near the bottom, I expect this to do another lower low here. I'm not saying this is you know, the absolute bottom. I don't believe this is the absolute bottom, but I don't think the absolute bottom is going to be much lower than this. Therefore, it's not the time to continue to short this market, but it's also not time to go long for the reasons I gave in the beginning of the video. So that's my analysis for NEO. Is waiting time, guys, at least for NEO versus US dollar. So I'm gonna leave this video here. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you soon. Bye.